Hey guys, I'm Kelly Walters and today we are reviewing patterns. I'm not talking trending consumer habits. I'm not talking trending products. I'm talking actual patterns in vinyl form that you will cut, weed, and apply to garments or even apply to hard goods. So let's get started. Okay. As you can see, I already have them pretty much laid out. I gave you a quick little sneak peek at the beginning on what type of patterns we're going to be decorating with today, but we'll review all the details in just a little bit. As you can see, I have 2 different patterns, and then I've also got 5 different materials. There's only 4 shown here. I'll show you the 5th one in just a second, but we're going to show you exactly how 2 of these materials look different on a garment, how the pattern looks different as it's printed, and how to use them. Patterns are so much fun, and there is pretty much a pattern for every occasion and season. So if you haven't played with patterns, you should definitely hop on the train because there is so much opportunity in terms of profit and overall appeal on your garment. Now, before we get to the fun project side of this video, let's review what types of materials you can actually order CAD-CUT patterns in. So if you're not familiar what I am talking about, what are patterns, what is she referring to? CAD-CUT Patterns is a product that Stahls offers where you can go and select one of hundreds of patterns, and some you can even completely customize your color scheme. So that probably opens a door to having even more of like 1,000 different types of patterns to choose from, just because of all the colors that you can pick and choose to actually customize your overall pattern. Some you have 4 options to choose from, and some you can completely customize. Now, the beautiful thing about CAD-CUT Patterns is you don't have to upload your own pattern. You don't have to worry about being an artist in that, an artist in that type of aspect, but you just gotta be a little creative. Now, Stahls has done all of the hard work and they have created beautiful patterns, and like I said, holidays and just about any occasion. So let's go over what we have. Up first, as you can see in the 2 colors, it's a little bright here, but we have 2 different types of patterns here. This is both express print, and it has a nice soft matte finish. It's going to be a great t-shirt material or even a bag material. Next, we have our glitter flake, and this is just a beautiful pattern. Because of the iridescent glitter, we are pulling just about every single tone in this kind of tie-dye form. It almost has a watercolor marbling effect as well. Up next in your choice of patterns, you have soft foam. Now, I know as I'm holding this up, you can't really see any type of detail, but in comparison form, this is the glitter. So this is our printable glitter flake, and this is our printable soft foam. So this would be CAD color glitter, and this would be CAD color soft foam if you have the ability to create your own patterns and cut them in your office or production facility. Last but not least on the table of materials, this is our our patterns sign vinyl. Now, as you can see, this one definitely has a gloss effect to it, and this is pressure sensitive permanent adhesive. So this is one where you cut, you will still need to mask all of these, but just remember this one will not be heat applied. Now, last but not least is our sublimation transfer. This is actually going to come in a sheet form. As you can see, you get a pack of 3, and it is a true sublimation transfer. So it needs to work with 100% poly, but I have used these on pillowcases. I have used them on pennants, and I've used them to actually make ornaments. So just have a bunch of fun and let your creativity really soar with this project. You could even use them on tumblers if you like. Now, when it comes to the decoration side of the project today, I've already cut and weeded, so I saved a lot of steps. But I am going to mask our glitter. That way you can actually see how the process is done. Now, all of these designs have been printed on. So if you are cutting on the soft foam or the glitter, express print, or even the sign vinyl, your design needs to be right side up. Do not mirror. The reason being is because there is no carrier on the front of these materials, so we will need to mask each one, giving you a carrier to apply to your garment or to your hard good. Now, the next thing to keep in mind is each material is going to require a different mask. Our soft foam requires a medium tack, and our glitter requires a high tack. Let's get to weeding and applying. Because texture is so popular right now, we're going to decorate with our patterns in glitter and our patterns in soft foam. Now, I do have a very similar theme. It will be the same material, but even just taking a look at the two designs that we're using, you can just see that with the soft foam, we get a little bit more of a calm, little bit muted type of color scheme, where we do get a little bit more vibrant pow with the glitter. Part of that is just because soft foam is exactly what it is. It is foam. So we've just printed on the foam, and it's going to give us a really smooth, very, very foam feel, but a little bit of raised dimension. The glitter is going to give us a nice vibrant color, but it is also going to give us a little bit of a pop and a pow simply because of the way the watercoloring and the glitter are working with each other in this. Now, I've already masked our soft foam, and this is very, very simple. Obviously, it's a heart. We are going to place it on the pocket of a Comfort Colors t-shirt. And with our glitter, we need to mask that. I'll show you how to do that. And just to add a little bit of separation from our design, I have also cut out Ultra Weed as our first layer for this. And I'm going to show you why I like to use an outline around some patterns, especially when we are not just doing a single shape. This is a phrase. So the first thing that we need to do is clear our working surface. But I am using the High Tack Magic Mask. Now this comes in a roll form. All I've done is cut out a square just to size on what I need for my design. Okay, now before I show you what our garment is going to look like if we were just to apply our glitter and not have an outline, let's go ahead and mask. So I'm going to take my square, peel away, and then just fold up like a hot dog. From here, I'm going to drop it in the middle and let the sides just fall down. Now from here, I'm going to start from the middle and work my way out in terms of using our squeegee to really make sure that that material is getting on to our mask. I find it easier to remove the backing once your carrier is down on the ground. And as you can see, I just tore my design. So we are going to make this work. The beautiful thing about using the glitter is that once it is on the garment, you can't really see any type of default as long as you can get the design and the art to still match up. So from the front, this is what it looks like. So let's look at the garment and our design and see how they compare if you have an outline or not, or just a contrasting color complementing your design. So here's what our shirt would look like without having an outline. It still looks great. There is, nothing wrong with it. It's definitely a little bit softer, and the turquoise or mint colors pop out more. Now, if we were to go in and add the outline first. Now, one thing to keep in mind with the glitter flake and the high tack, this is an extremely, extremely tacky carrier. So just be cautious as you are laying down. And now you can see this really just makes our pattern and the whole font really pop off the garment more than just kind of fading in. Now I'm going to use a pillow, and I've already got it in my garment. And then when I go to thread, it's just going to slide right in there for me. Now this doesn't have to be perfectly placed. I just need to make sure that our pillow is right underneath our pocket. Now next up, I am going to pre-press, and this is also going to help determine our pressure. And right now I'm showing that we are at a 4, which is correct. Because we are using soft foam, it applies at 300 degrees for 15 seconds, light to medium pressure, which is going to be a 3-4. And then of course, this is going to be a warm to cold peel. Now, I don't have to worry about lining this up because we're going to be going in the center of the pocket, and I'm just going to use the point of the pocket and gauge on either side and up front to make sure that that is exactly where I want it to be. Okay, up next, we're just going to use our cover sheet to protect our heating element, and then this is going to apply for 15 seconds, 300 degrees, light to medium pressure, and a cold to warm peel. Now, I talk a lot in terms of baking. I said, let's bake our logo on the garment earlier, and it's because I refer to TTP as time, temperature, and pressure as the instructions to baking our cake. And this is our cake, you guys. So our recommended settings are there for a reason, or our recommended application settings are there for a reason. We have tested, and with soft foam, the durability is at least a 50 in terms of washability. So you can get 50 washes and dries with our printable materials. A lot of people ask if it's going to wash out, and the answer is no. All right, up next is the application for our long sleeve, which is going to be our 2-color Ultra Weed and our CAD-CUT Patterns glitter. Now, same thing, going to thread our design. And I just want to make sure that I'm in the center as best as possible. Slide my collar and make sure all of our seams are off the press. And of course, we need to adjust our pressure to get back to a medium pressure for our glitter. Now, to show you our design will fit, there you go. I am going to go about 4 fingers down on this design, and to make sure that we are in the center, I'm just going to line up edge to edge, creating a center point. Now, one of the reasons why I like using the tag along is because it just gives me a good gauge for the center of the design and the center of the neck. All right, we're going to tack this guy down. We're only going to go about 3-4 seconds. Now, Ultra Weed is applied anywhere from 260 to 300 degrees for 12 seconds. and it is a hot peel. Now, because we are doing another layer, we only want to tack. That way we make sure we don't have any type of shrinkage in our design. While it applies normally for 12 seconds, we're going to finish baking the entire design once we've got our glitter flake on there. So now with outlines, all you have to do when you're applying that second color is just make sure you have a good roundabout edge throughout your entire design. Now glitter flake applies for 10 to 12 seconds. So we're going to go for 10 seconds on this design. And again, it is going to be a hot peel. So once our design is complete, it will be very, very easy to keep moving forward. All right, let's go check this out in full front scale, and I'm going to show you one more thing that we've created. All right, let's review our finished products, and then I cannot wait to show you the start of another one. So this is what it looks like when we take an outline or a contrast color and we put it behind our pattern. It pops just a little bit more than what it would if it didn't have that contrast. Now this, using a very simple design on a very popular pocket tee, the soft foam is more muted, but it's softer when it comes to this overall style. It doesn't necessarily have to jump off and grab your attention. But as you can see, a little bit more muted and definitely more of a powl. Now we're gonna have a soft, smooth, matte texture on this one, and we're going to have a shiny, I don't wanna say rough, but it's glitter. It's real glitter. You're going to see the flakes and texture in this. Now the other one I wanted to show you was sublimation. Because this one takes 45 seconds at 390 to cook. It takes a little bit longer than a standard t-shirt that took 14 seconds. This was our sublimation sheet, and this is a pennant that started out this color, and we turned it to where it's going to have this nice watercolor effect that would be perfect for birthdays, bridal parties, any type of celebration that you just really want to have a bright color to. Even for Easter, if you celebrate Easter, this would be a great way to take those muted colors and play along with Easter eggs. Okay, so patterns, there's so many to choose from. There's so many different types of vinyls to choose from as well in your selection. You can choose from express print, which is going to be your standard, soft foam, which is going to be raised but a smooth surface, muted colors, glitter flake, which is going to give you that nice pop of iridescent glitter, and of course have that vibrant with a little bit of texture. You've got your pressure sensitive, which is great for hard goods, and you have sublimation transfers. Go out and have fun. We'll see you next time.